Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Gay Travel for the Rest of Us. My name is Scott with Rainbow Getaways, and each week I bring to you some of the latest travel news and some great deals that I find as a travel advisor. I bring all of this to you from a gay man who does not quite fit into the typical gay stereotype with a perfect body or enjoying the party scene. This week, I have a lot of great news for you, and we'll start out in the Suez Canal. Now, while not directly related to travel, there has been an epic backup after one of the largest cargo ships ran aground during a sandstorm. This has had the effect of delaying shipments that are coming through that Suez Canal, so we do expect to see some prices fluctuate and deliveries delayed, specifically for oil and gas prices. So just keep an eye out on that. Now, closer to home, CLIA, or the Cruise Line International Association, has started petitioning the CDC to lift their conditional sailing order. That order was initially issued back in October, which limited the length of sailings to 7 nights or less, as well as put a lot of restrictions on cruise lines for what they need to do in order to get approval from the CDC to start sailing from U.S. ports. Now, last week I did talk about some of the cruise lines starting to sail from the Bahamas as well as other islands, and that's a direct result of the CDC being inflexible with their conditional sailing order. The CDC has responded to CLIA's request, basically reinforcing that they don't want to play ball. This has resulted in the other cruise lines starting to reach out to the CDC directly to add pressure. We also have Governor DeSantis in Florida, who is asking the CDC to reevaluate this ban, as it is particularly harmful to the Florida economy, given the number of cruises that sail from this state. The governor has come out and said if they do not want to play ball, they will sue. So I do hope that we get some results from this. As much as I hate to see lawsuits happening, this is something that the CDC should be reevaluating, especially given the success of travel across the country on planes, on trains, and everywhere else. We also do see cruising resuming in other countries, with those cruises having these additional restrictions, and people are remaining healthy. Now, United Airlines is adding more coastal routes. This is exciting, especially because it's going to start right around Memorial Day, and they will be flying direct to coastal cities from the Midwest. So for those of you that are in the middle of the country and don't have a lot of great flight options to get onto vacation, this is a breath of fresh air. Also, I love the fact that we're starting to see airlines adding routes back. Last year, we saw them cut several routes from their portfolios, and now that we see them coming back, it gives me hope that the travel industry is going to start booming again. Moving over to Celebrity, their brand new ship, the Celebrity Apex, will be sailing from Greece, and it will include the Greek islands, which this makes the second brand new ship to be announced after Virgin Voyages' third ship, the Resilient Lady, which will be sailing from Greece as well. Moving across the country to California, Disneyland has started petitioning the Anaheim City Council in order to get permission to start expanding. At present, they've used just about every inch of their real estate, and in order for them to expand and add new attractions, they will need additional space. The alternative being they will start to have to decommission old rides like we see here in Florida with the Mr. Toad ride becoming Winnie the Pooh. For those of you watching who prefer to book your own trips and do all the research, Jetblue has launched a brand new online travel agency. This new agency is called Paisly.com, and it will integrate with the Jetblue accounts so that as you're checking out and picking out your flights, you're able to find hotels as well as car rentals, which will give you a much more seamless experience, as well as extra JetBlue miles if you are a frequent flyer on that airline. For those of you that have subscribed to Discovery Plus, there is a show on there called Big Booty Hotel, which takes place at the Catamaran Hotel down in Antigua. Now, what makes this unique is it is the first hotel in the world to have been purposely remodeled for people of size. They have put in a lot of effort to ensure that everyone remains comfortable at their resorts, including reinforcing beds on the first floor, improving the size and functionality of the bathroom, and all the equipment on the beach and for the water sports is able to accommodate larger individuals. I do love the island of Antigua because of its beauty, its local culture, and some of the best beaches that are in the Caribbean. There is some risk for the LGBT community when we travel there because they do not yet recognize same-sex marriage and they have anti-sodomy laws on the books. These laws are not typically enforced. However, people that frequently go there do say that you do want to use caution just to make sure that you're not drawing undue attention to yourself or your partner. The last thing that I want to cover today is that the UK has announced plans to start phased reopening with the target date of being completely open by June 4th. And Disney Cruise Line has announced that they will be taking advantage of this with limited sailings from the UK for United Kingdom residents. So if you live in the United Kingdom, give me a shout in the comments. Let me know how things are going out there and what your thoughts are on this phased reopening. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Gay Travel for the Rest of Us. I'm Scott with Rainbow Getaways, a premier LGBTQ travel concierge. If you are looking to travel in the next few months, next year, or whenever, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. Also, do me a solid and give me a subscribe on this page so that I know you like the content. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and remember, keep it happy, keep it classy, and keep it gay.